Good morning. It is Friday morning and I have today off. I'm going to be working on inventory today. I take about 1 or 2 days off a month just to work on inventory. My coworkers think I'm crazy, but that's what I like to do. I am going to be working on sorting out these tiles so that I have the modified tiles, the regular tiles, and the round tiles all sorted out of this container. I still have a few of the wedge plates that I need to get into inventory, so I'm gonna work on those as well. I also have one small order. I did close my store for the weekend just so I'd be able to focus on inventory and enjoy Mother's Day without having to worry about getting orders out. But before I do all of that, I have a bunch of financial stuff I have to do. I do have my Bricklink financial information inputted into my spreadsheet, and as you can see, it was a really good month, especially considering I was closed for about anywhere from 12 to 15 days. I kind of lost track, but I closed down because we were on vacation. I closed down for a weekend so I could focus on inventory, and then I closed down the last week of the month so that I could focus on my day job. So I was actually closed quite a bit during April, but we still did really well. My goal every month is to get this average here, and as you can see, I more than got that. And we still had quite a few orders considering how much we were closed down. So it ended up being a really good month, but I still need to do all the expenses and that sort of thing, and I will show you those once I get those done. But right now I'm going to finish up the one order I have. It's a small one, so I can get that out in the box before the postal carrier gets here, and then I'm going to work on the financials. I have a Lego haul video to edit, and I may record my weekly video. I have an idea of what I want to do, so I may get that done today too. But I also want to make sure that I spend the day getting some things into inventory, because that was my whole point for taking the day off. It's about 8:20 this morning and I made a little bit of progress. I did get the order pulled. I got the tiles all sorted and I figured out the financials for April, which turned out to be pretty good. Wasn't in the hole last month, so that's always good. And actually made quite a bit even after setting some money aside for taxes. So we did pretty good last month. Hopefully this month will be as good. I still have quite a bit to work on this morning, but I'm feeling good about my progress. It is almost noon and I've gotten a lot done today. I'm really happy with my progress. I have gotten the business financials done. I have the video done and scheduled for Wednesday, and I have been washing Lego parts. I got these washed. These were actually soaking for a week or so, and I got them washed and sorted out into categories. These are the ones that will go in the filler box because they're either yellowed or just have stuff on them I can't get off. The other thing I did was I went through and I took pictures of all of the Mega Block and non-Lego parts that I have, and I got those on Facebook Marketplace. I also got 6 pounds of Lego from my filler box onto the marketplace as well. And I also have all my parts ready. These are the ones that are sorted by category, and all of these are ready to go into inventory. Since I got so much done this morning, I think after I have lunch, I will actually start working on inventory. It's just a little after 2 o'clock and I have gotten a bunch of parts into inventory. I had started this particular upload probably about a week ago, but I was able to get 409 parts and 124 lots for $43. There was a couple of pretty good finds. There was some wedge plates that were over $3 and a couple that were over $1, which is always good. And so those have been uploaded. I also got the Technic bricks all sorted out, so that is what I will be working on next. Good morning. It is Sunday, and I did work out in my shop a little bit yesterday. I did get some stuff uploaded, not as much as I would have liked. I had some other stuff going on, and as always, my plans got derailed. But I did get a few things into inventory, and I did work on some miscellaneous stuff yesterday. There was quite a bit of minifigure parts, and I'm still uploading to this one. There's 365 parts so far. As you can see, I did get all of my Technic parts sorted. There's also some other parts in there as well. It's just easier to sort those out at this point. So I'm going to be working on these hopefully later this morning, but right now over on the cart over there, I have a 7-page order I need to work on. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'm going to come back and put these wonderful Technic parts into inventory and probably call it a day after that, because we do have some plans for Mother's Day. We have a family barbecue to go to. And plus I want to spend about an hour or so with my husband working on our Lego sets. It's about 12:40 and I have been working on the Technic parts. May not look like it, but I did get through quite a few. I've got it down just to these here now. So I'm happy about that. I did get all those bushings and so forth in, and that means I got 985 parts and 48 lots for $76. I had a couple of good finds. I had this turntable that was almost $4, and then I had a couple that were over $1. What was nice is I had 7 of these, so I was able to get $10 into inventory. My count is now up to 112,000, very close to 113, but I need to go in and get dinner started in the slow cooker before we go to the family barbecue. So I need to get moving on that. As you can see, I did reopen my store, so I'm hoping that I can get a couple of orders maybe this afternoon. And I did get that 7-page order pulled, so we're good there. It's been a pretty good weekend. I didn't get as much done as I was hoping, but that always happens. But I am really pleased with the progress that I've made. I did want to show you my tower of parts that I'm putting in inventory is a lot lower now as well. So I did make some good progress this weekend. Good morning. It is Tuesday and it's 5:50. And I may close my store already again. The reason being is I had a couple of very large orders. I have this one that is 830 items in 501 lots, and another one that is 531 items in 215 lots. And with my day job, these are going to take quite a while to fill. So I am thinking about maybe closing my store and just focusing on getting these 2 done so that they're not hanging out there forever. This one is, I want to say a local gentleman, but he's still far enough away. I have to ship the items to him. I did get a chance to meet him after his first order because he happened to be coming through my town. And so I did get a chance to meet with him, sit and have some coffee, and just got to chat with him, which is always fun. And this other one is from a new subscriber to my channel. So he decided to come and buy a whole bunch of parts. So I'm going to be working on these, but before I work on these 2, I do have a little one over here that I would like to get done and in the mail today. So I'm going to work on this one first and then start pulling the other ones and try to figure out if I want to close my store or keep up with orders and still pull those other ones. It is Wednesday morning. I have about 10 minutes before I have to leave for work, but I thought I would just give you an update. I worked on those Technic parts and miscellaneous parts yesterday. I only had 215 of them, but it was $87. Most of that is because of this one part here, which was over $7, and I had 4 of them. And then there was a couple other good ones. There was one for 5, 3, and a couple of them for over $1. So that was definitely worth taking the time to put in yesterday. And because of those 2 large orders that I had, we are now over our monthly average, because I always try to get our monthly average, which is this amount here. And we are over that already, and it's only the 11th of the month. So my husband and I talked about it, and he said that he would pull the 2 large orders for me if I would double check them. As he gets every 3 sheets of paper or 6 pages, we put 1 page in each slot. As he does those, then I double check them and get them bagged. I'm trying to have less bags this time around, but there's just so many parts. I am keeping most of the parts are going to be in their own bag by color. The minifigure accessories I'm putting all in one bag just because they're small and I don't want them to get lost in the bigger bags. So that's what I've been working on. He still has, this is the 500 part order. He's still pulling the parts for this one. Luckily, the 800 part order, the gentleman emailed me yesterday and said there's no rush. He's just collecting parts over the spring and summer. So when the snow flies in the winter, he'll have all the parts to finally complete all his sets. That took a lot of pressure off to get 2 large orders done in 1 week. But we'll continue to work on these. We should have this out by Saturday, which is what I told the gentleman I would get it out. All is good in the world of Lego today. Good morning. It is Thursday, and as you can see it's almost 6 o'clock, so I have about 40 minutes before I need to get ready for work. We did get one of our big orders done. This is the one that was 500 parts. I was able to get them into 2 Ziploc bags. I think on this one I did a little less bags than I normally do. I'm trying to be a little bit more aware of how many bags I'm using. After the video I did about using less bags, I don't think there's as many, but at the same time there's still a lot. But instead of using a lot of little bags, I use the snack size bags for that order. It was missing 3 parts, so I'll need to contact him about those 3 parts, but that's really not too bad for a 500 part order. My husband started on the 800 part order. He's got some of the sheets over here. So I'm going to start double checking these and getting them bagged up. And then I still have the tires to work on. I've got it down to just the smaller size tires. So this shouldn't take too long to get into inventory. And then I can move on to another category. Tires are not my favorite. I don't know what it is about tires, but I always dread putting these in. Probably because the smaller ones are a little bit harder to look up, and there's so many variations of pretty much the same tire. That's what I'm going to be doing this morning before work. I don't think I'm going to be doing much this evening because I think we're going to go see the new Doctor Strange movie after our dinner date tonight. This is the first 12 pages or 6 sheets of paper of that 800 part order. I'm dividing it out by color right now. I will probably combine some of these once we get all the way through it, but since I have no idea how many parts of what color we have, I figure this is the best way to do it. I've already filled 1 bag with white parts. This is a pretty good start. It's actually 49 pages or 25 sheets of paper, and we're on page 12. So it's still going to take us a little while to get through this order. Good morning. It is Sunday, about 7:10, And I didn't do a video yesterday because I just was not feeling it. I did get some parts uploaded yesterday. I got 389 parts for $39. There wasn't a whole lot to this one. It was mostly tires and slope curved. There was only one part that was over $1, which was this light gray 3x2x1. What I did do most of the afternoon was I started another sort. As you know, I sort from bucket to bucket and I had 2 buckets full, and I have been sorting out anything left of the Technic wedges, brackets, panels, doors, windows, shutters, glass, whatever. And then this is just a whole bunch of different categories. There's hoses, bars, ladders, taps, antennae, all that stuff, and the Technic gears, which I had already started to sort out, so I'm continuing with that. So these are the parts I'm sorting out. I still have this left to do. These are all the smaller parts, so it's taking a little bit longer. So I'm going to work on this. And then I do have 2 orders that came in despite my store being closed, because I did leave the bypass password, so I'm going to work on those later today. We're still working on the 800 part order. This is some more my husband pulled, and I am still sorting it by color, double checking and sorting it. He did make a couple of small errors, but nothing major, but glad I was double checking so that the order can be hopefully perfect when it arrives. These are the only ones I've got full for now. That's what I've been working on. I'm going to work out here until about 10:30, and then we're actually going to work on the yard today. Our first time this year. The grass is taking over, so we need to mow and trim, at least around my shop. That's where it's really bad. And I also have a meeting at 2 o'clock today that I need to attend. And then hopefully I can work on those 2 orders after that and maybe get some parts in inventory. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Okay, I've been a little bit busy this morning. I did get all those parts sorted, and then I had to go through and sort out the door frames and the window frames because I had too many to put into one box. And while I was doing that, I went ahead and sorted out the shutters and the glass parts. So all of this is sorted, but now I need to get it into inventory. But what I am happy about is I got my sort buckets down to 1. So I'm making progress. I did win another eBay auction yesterday, and it looks like the shipping's a little bit slow on it, which I'm actually grateful for because it'll get me time to get through some of this before the box arrives. I also got my weekly video recorded. I just have to get it edited and uploaded. I was procrastinating again, and I like to get these videos out on Sunday, so it's going to be pushing it a little bit with everything else I have to do, but hoping I can get it done. Plus I still have those 2 other orders I need to process so I can get them in the mail tomorrow. So it's going to continue to be a busy day. Good morning. It is Friday, about 6:10. I have about 20 to 30 minutes before I need to leave for work. It's been a really busy work week for me, so I feel like I really haven't gotten a whole lot done out here. I did get the Technic connectors sorted, and I've got all but these left to put into inventory. And I just feel like all I'm doing lately is sorting. I have all of the stuff sorted out that I still need to get into inventory. I do have my Technic parts a little bit more sorted out. I have the lift arms and basically everything else that I've missed or didn't get in through my first couple of sorts, plus the plates. But I think what I'm going to work on next will be the wedge parts. So there's quite a few there as well. So eventually I will get through all of these, and once I get through those, then I can sort through that and take out 5 or 6 more categories. I'm going to probably close my store for the weekend again, just so I can focus on inventory. Plus it's graduation weekend, so one of my nieces is graduating high school. So we have that and her graduation party. So not a lot of time to spend on Lego, but as always, I will make time in between everything else I'm doing to work on these. I just finished working on a Lego haul video. I'm going to upload this and get it posted hopefully today because I don't have a weekend video yet. I do have another Lego haul video I'm going to do. I already opened this box just because I hadn't bought from this person before and I wasn't 100% sure if they were all Lego. But from what I could see just digging through it for 2 or 3 minutes yesterday, it does look like it's all Lego. I didn't see any non-Lego brand thrown in there. So I'm going to do a Lego haul video on this box as well, and this will get posted at a later date. I did get 2 orders done, as you can see over there. One went in the mail yesterday, and these 2 will go out tomorrow on Monday. I was going to close down my store, but I had a bunch of stuff come up and I never got out here to close it. But I also didn't get much done yesterday. I worked on a couple of orders and then I believe Friday morning, I put quite a few of the connectors into Bricklink Store. I have these which aren't connectors, but they're Technic. I just got to figure out what they are and get those in there. And I still have all of my stuff over here that I want to work on. So that's what I'm doing today. Good morning. It is Thursday, May 26th. I'm keeping up with these vlogs, but I've been working, but I haven't been working. I closed down my store this week because work was really stressful. They're doing a reorganization. Although they're not calling it that, they're calling it a realignment. So the group that I worked with has been split up into 2 other already existing groups, and it's been a little stressful. So I decided I would close down the store, plus the end of the month is always stressful for my job anyway. I have been doing a lot of sorting. I also finally got the rest of my connectors into Bricklink Store. There was a couple that were pretty good price that were over $1. Like I said, those are the ones I'm looking for. And I did have 610 items in 100 lots for $49, so not the best, but it's still something. What I have been working on this week, though, is I got a big eBay auction box on Saturday. It came, and I've decided I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to do from beginning to end. I'm doing a video of my process from the time I get the box until it's actually in my inventory, not only so people can see the process, but also because I think it'll be really cool to see how much profit I make on an eBay box. Generally, when I get a box, I sort it, take out all the junk parts and minifigure things, and then I just throw them into these big containers here. But this time I decided to do it a little bit different. So I have spent the last couple of days breaking apart. Most of the pieces were together, so I had to spend a couple of days breaking them apart. And then yesterday I spent the morning and evening getting 6 categories taken out. So I'm going to work on those here in a little bit. But that's what I've been up to. It is coming on to Memorial Weekend, so I will have 3 days. We were hoping to work in the yard, but right now they're predicting rain all 3 days, which means I may get quite a bit done out here in the shop. It's Saturday afternoon. I did receive an eBay auction that I won, and it was for these Dimension discs, the game, and this console, and then a whole bunch of the parts I've already got into inventory. It had all the parts basically for the build on the console. So I got all of those into inventory, It was 239 parts for $41, which doubled my money that I spent on this. It was just kind of on a whim, just because my husband and I do play Dimensions, and I was just curious what discs were in there. There was also a whole bunch of the plain discs as well, but I've already got those into inventory too. I am going to keep 3 of them out because there's 3 of them that we don't have, so I will need to order some minifigures, but we didn't have Harley Quinn, the Joker, and I think this is, I want to say Naya from Ninjago, and I'm probably saying the name wrong. But I was a little surprised because this right here was one of these 3 items were like the top 3 most expensive in the order. And you can see that that hoverboard is worth $6. Scooby is worth $5, and the disc for Scooby is over $3. So just that alone just about broke even with what I spent on this eBay auction. So I'm kind of glad I got it. Like I said, I am going to be pulling out these 3 and then also 3 of the plain discs to go with these. And I'll see if I have the parts to build the extra parts that were in these dimension sets. So I'm pretty excited because I did not do a Lego haul video on this just because I didn't think it was going to turn out that great, but it actually ended up being pretty good. So I'm really happy. There was also enough parts that I was able to take a couple of things out of my stockroom A as well. So it was definitely worth it. Good morning. It is Sunday, and I do have a 3-day weekend, so I still have 2 more days to actually get stuff done. I did work out here a little bit yesterday. I put just a couple of the bricks into inventory. I got some more sorted, and I have these sorted out, so I will work on those today. But before I do that, I do need to work on a video for this week. I have most of it recorded. I'm just waiting for my hair to dry so I can do the intro. So the plan is to work on the video and then work on getting these into inventory. I might also work on this vlog video and get as much done as I can. I didn't do as much this month as I was hoping, but I really haven't been doing as much in inventory this month either. And my store's been closed for a week because of work. It has been really stressful. In fact, my husband asked me yesterday when I was going to open my store again. So I told him either today or tomorrow we'll get it open and see what we can do the last couple of days of the month. I'm not worried because we're already having a good month, so it's not a big deal that it's been closed this long. Besides that, I had to watch Stranger Things. That's much more important than all of this, I'm sure. So I'm going to get moving and try to get a few things done this morning. It is almost 3 o'clock. I went in about 12:15 for lunch and ended up taking a nap. That's what happens on rainy days. You just want to relax. So I haven't gotten as much done out here as I would have liked. I did get my weekly video up, so that's always a good thing. Got started on this vlog video, at least got everything into the editing program. And I did get a few of the bricks into inventory. I'm up to 261 in 75 lots. I'm going to put a few more in before I upload. I did get the 1-buys of the bricks sorted, at least the bigger ones sorted out. I still have to sort out that blue container that has the littler parts in it. So I'm going to be working on this afternoon. Hopefully I can get a little bit more done than I did yesterday. But it is my night to make dinner, and my husband wants to start watching Obi-Wan since we're now done with Stranger Things. So I better get busy. It is almost 8 o'clock in the evening. I've been working on inventory on and off all day, and I am about ready to upload some more, but I just had to share this because I kind of swore when I saw this. I couldn't believe how much it was. This one part is $17, and then these 2 wedges are $12 and $6. And this part I've had several times now, and they tend to sell as soon as I put them into inventory. So I'll be interested to see if those sell as well. But there was quite a few on there that were over $1, but that $17 one was a great find. So out of just 237 parts, it was $80.44. And because I've actually been working on inventory this weekend, I now have 113,000 parts in my inventory. I did reopen my store, so we'll see if we get any sales tonight or tomorrow. Not sure how much I will get done tomorrow because we're hoping that the rain will stop enough. We'll be able to work on the yard, and we're making a run to Home Depot for a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow. So we'll see if we can get to any of this, but it was definitely a productive night, and I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. Okay, I was gonna place an order today to get a couple of parts that I needed, and I'm noticing a trend with a lot of these newer, smaller stores. They have these minimum buys of $5, but if I go in to order something from their store, it never comes up to that amount. And I have a pretty extensive wanted list, but you can see everything that was on my wanted list, there was only 21 items. It only comes to $277, but they have a $5 minimum. And this isn't the first store that I've looked at. This is like the third or fourth store that has anywhere from $5 to $10 minimum, but they only have a couple of thousand parts in their store. It's very frustrating as a buyer to go into these stores because I don't want to spend $2 or $3 more just to get the $2 worth of parts that I'm trying to get. I did finally find a store that had more parts, and I was able to order from them and meet their minimum, which wasn't an issue, but I really wish these smaller stores would realize that they just don't have enough inventory to have a $5 minimum. They really need to bulk up their inventory first. I do have a minimum, I think it's $275, but I also have 100,000 parts in my store. These stores are ones that have anywhere from 30 to 50,000 parts. So frustrating. But I did finally place an order. This is not the store I ordered from, but I did get the part that I needed. So I guess it all worked out. It is now 8 o'clock on Sunday, and I realized I went into a rant and didn't even say what I was doing today. It did not dry out as much as we were hoping, but we're still going to make a run to Home Depot after breakfast this morning, and we'll probably work on the yard later this afternoon, which will give me time to work on these bricks here. And then I also need to put all of those parts to soak because they're all dirty. Those are the two things I'm going to focus on this morning, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. I do have a video I want to edit because I did film a Lego haul video this morning, so I would like to edit that, and I'd also like to edit this vlog video a little bit so I don't have as much to do next weekend. So we'll see how things go. Before I close out this May video, I just wanted to show you how I did for the month. As you can see, it was one of our better months, not our best, but better than some. And I'm always happy when I can do a little bit better than the previous month, which I did. Which again is surprising to me because I was closed quite a bit, but we also had a couple of really big orders that helped get us there early in the month. So I'm grateful for that. So this will close out my video for this month, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.